What's going on, guys? If you don't know who this guy is right here, this is Peter from Old Man King Homestead, and today we are about to make something happen, something big for you.
That's good.
We're going to be taking out his old heat pump and putting in a brand spanking new one. Let's go ahead and get started. And when I say brand new, I mean brand new. New line sets, new thermostat wire, new everything. I brought a light today. Oh, look at these. You guys haven't seen these before. So this is a pair of Black Max tube benders. Look at that, look at the cobwebs in them. I haven't used them for so long. We're gonna be using them on this job today. And what that is gonna allow me to do is when I run this new copper, it can be nice and slick, 90-degree turns, whatever I needed to do, go up, bend into the house, bend back through the ceiling. It's gonna be looking good. Alright guys, so we are going to be working right now inside of the air handler cabinet. I want to check everything out in here. I am double checking on what we're going to need for power. I'm putting a brand new disconnect box in here. There is not one in here at the moment. We'll have a brand new disconnect, brand new thermostat, brand new air handler, brand new thermostat wire, the whole kit and caboodle. Let's check it out. Right now, we got a really old carrier unit. We're going to take him out. The good news is, in my opinion, is that it's wide open. It should be very easy to work in here. And the plywood itself is still good on the bottom for the base, so I don't have to put a new base bottom on it. I do got a SS2 safety switch that I'm going to put on it, and probably a SS1 in line. And that is just going to alert us if we got to back up in our drain line. So guys, while we're waiting on the equipment to be delivered, because we're getting curbside service brought to you by R&L Deliveries, appreciate it guys. But while we're waiting on them to deliver the equipment, we're going to go ahead, pump the system down, get it disconnected, and get everything ready for the install. We're not doing the install today, but while we're standing around, we might as well go ahead and get ready. Check it out, you can see one of the issues right here. I wouldn't say a major issue, but one of the things that was concerning right away was the low voltage wire right here. You hear it? Listen. It's just click, 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 click. And that's not, we're not even doing anything, we're picking up the wires. So, that's something off the rip. The disconnect boxes are kind of old. They're the older fused kind. We're putting in non-fused. New whips, new wires. I'm going to be putting in the new line set. We're going to go here, up and in the attic, through the attic, and then back down into the air handler area. So, I guess enough talking. So guys, I was getting ready to pump this thing down, and then I heard something. So if you don't know what it means to pump the system down, to pump it down means to recover all the refrigerant into the compressor before you start disconnecting the copper line sets. And I'm opening up the king valve nut, and I get this feeling that there's some kind of grittiness on it. And then I hear a hissing sound. Listen to this. And it's not supposed to be so tight, right? It's supposed to just come off and on. Listen to this. That means there's a leak already on the king valve. If we would not have replaced this system now, it would have needed to be replaced soon anyway. Now that we have got all the refrigerant pumped down in the compressor, pulled off this liquid line right here, barely anything come out of this. I think it's de minimis release. So we're going to go ahead, use the copper cutters, cut this stuff off, disconnect all this electric, and we're going to go ahead and get it done. This one, you know it's old. 1994, straight up fuse disconnect. Let's go ahead and turn the breaker off. Alright, I know it's turned off, but it's always good to double check. I have been shocked so many times. Definitely good to double check. So the next step, guys, is to disconnect our main power. We have a 240 volts going into this contactor, and it's just the red and black wire gets unscrewed here, and a ground wire here. There we go. I always like to put the nuts and the washers and everything right back on when you take them off. That way you don't lose them.
It's good thinking.
And Peter, this outside unit right here is called your heat pump, or a condenser. If it wasn't a heat pump and it was just air conditioning, they're called condensers.
Okay. I thought that's what it was.
Yeah. A lot of people just call this the AC and then the furnace on the inside. But that's not true. It's only a furnace if it's a gas furnace, you know? So one of the things I like to do on a change out is to look at the unit and determine, is there any parts that you can scavenge off of it for maybe a future change out job later. But with this one, there's really not much to keep. I wouldn't keep the contactor. It's old, it's black, it's pitted. I wouldn't keep the capacitor. It's old. Control board none of this stuff is worth keeping. It wouldn't even be worth the effort to keep the wires, maybe. I don't know. Maybe clip the wires, but that's it. Well, it wasn't anchored to the pad, so that's good news. We're going to move it out of the way. It's not too heavy. I didn't know there was a pad here, so that's good news. So now I'm going to go ahead and pull this electrical down and put my new box up there, I guess, while I'm waiting. Let's open her up, see what we got. Yep. We got the high voltage coming down in here, turns in, comes out the back. No. Go ahead and pull this old disconnect box off the wall. Yep. Out with the old, in with the new. What I'll do is I'll cut that copper on the inside, and then we'll pull it out from here so that you don't have any copper just laying up under the house, you know? I think that's a good idea. This drain line, however, we're going to keep. I'm going to tap onto that and extend out. We're going to keep that drain line. Alright, and that'll go right into the back of there, tap into there. Here's my new whip. We call them a whip. It's basically just your high voltage electrical line already pre-made for you. They come in different lengths. I chose a 6-foot one. We can always cut it down when we do the install to make it look pretty. And we will. We will. This is definitely a lot better for us right here. This is a 60 amp disconnect. It's going to take a lot to burn this one up. Look at there, it lines right up. Bada bing. Highly recommend magnetic bowl for your nuts and screws. I was just about to crack a joke and say how many times is it going to take to get it, but we got it on the first shot. That joker ain't going nowhere. That's the question, Peter. Do you know the answer to that?
No, I don't.
On a disconnect or on anything electrical, you're always going to have a line and you're going to have a load. So the line is your incoming power and your load is what's being powered. So in this case, we're hooking up line voltage. And something really neat is you don't have to get confused about what side is positive and what side is negative because there is no neutral. It's a 240 unit. They're both hot. So you can pick whatever side, it don't matter. When you turn the breaker back on, but get in there. Ooh, one shot wonder. You see that, Lyssa? All right, I'm not gonna hook this up right now. I'm just gonna tuck this away. So there is officially nothing else to do outside right now except to move this out of the way and, you know, put some dirt underneath it and level it and stuff like that. So we can, I'll clean up my stuff right here. Good girl. She's helping. All right, let's take this stuff inside.
Eat the cuckoo moran.
I like the different pattern how on her neck to her body, you know?
Yep.
Okay, we're in here at the air handler in the air handler closet. Let's get our lights together because it is dark in here. Okay. So the first thing I'm gonna do is disconnect the electric, get the high voltage undone. We'll undo the drain, undo the copper, and then we'll pull it out, I guess. Oh, where's my bowl? Where's my bowl? And if anybody was wondering what was the original issue, right? Because when Jeff lived here, there was an issue with this fan motor and no one could figure it out. I wanted to give a shout out real quick to Drew. You didn't do anything wrong, brother. You had a bad control board in here. You would have never known. Right now we are undoing the high voltage. And this doesn't have a disconnect. We're going to be putting a disconnect in here. Work it. Yeah. Inside of the drain lines are always nasty. No matter what. Because it's where all your dust comes and sits, you know, and then it gets wet.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, yummy. Filter. Alright, I am almost ready to pull this line out, really. Once I pull this copper line out, I can see how this is attached to the ductwork, and we'll be ready to pull this air handler out. This is going very smoothly. I like it. Yep, here we go. So what I'm going to do is actually cut the drain line under here, because this is where everything runs up underneath the house. This is going to be the return air chamber. Yeah, little box, no big deal. I think I'm going to cut the copper again right here to make it easier for me. All right. I'm sure there's a catchy joke about being the last one in or something. I see you. I'm just cutting this a little shorter so there's less for me to pull down, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Won't take but just a second. We're not in any rush. We got all the time in the world. Matter of fact, here you guys go. Does this mean it's a big return area, or that I'm just real small? You didn't know those doubled as a razor knife, huh? Now the copper may have been good to use on this. We could have did an acid wash and got it to good, but when I do a new install, I prefer to put new copper in if possible, you know? It's just better for the equipment. Come on, there we go. There we go. Alright, let's go pull the copper out.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright. Crawling out of the return. Let's go pull out the old copper. We're almost ready to pull out the air handler. Alright. I don't know how easy this is going to be, but 1, 2, got it. If any of this copper was to be salvageable, I would say it would be this one. You could probably still run something through here. 3/8 copper is a lot easier to deal with and manipulate, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Electrical's out, copper's out, drain line's cut. Let's go see the ductwork and what else we need at the air handler to get it out. I'm not exactly sure what this is for. I don't know if it's for a frame or if if it's just for the door. Maybe it's just for the door. Yeah, it is. It's just for the door. Okay, cool. We're gonna take this out because this is gonna interfere with so much. It'll be so much easier to take this board out and then be able to slide back and forth. You know what I'm saying, baby?
Yeah.
I sure hope you guys have been enjoying the music Lyssa's been putting in all these videos. I like it.
Aw, thanks.
So one good thing about this install that I see is the ductwork is actually screwed to the unit. So at least they didn't cut too many corners here. On a lot of installs, you see a lot of corners being cut at what I like to call the 4-piece right here, where the ductwork connects to the air handler or furnace. Oh yeah, it's in there. She's coming out. Oh, there we go. And I think we can reuse it. Oh, this might slide out. This might slide it on out. I also would like to mention Drew again, my buddy Drew at Drew's Lands. He did tell me he was going to help me. However, I didn't plan on doing all this work today. Today was supposed to be just verifying the equipment. It just hasn't arrived yet. Like I said, might as well work until it gets here, and about already done. All right, moment of truth. Oh. We're good to go. Yay!
Out with the old.
Out with the old and with the new. All right, ready? Lift with your legs. Lift with your legs. Just get the door for me. 1, 2, and hoop. It's really not that heavy. It's awkward. Not that heavy. That's why I didn't ask you for a hand. Woo!
Yay!
This video is brought to you by Orworks Littlefield. Check them out. All right, Peter, are you getting excited?
Yes.
Man, we're getting ready to go ahead and look in there and see what's in the corner. Lights, camera, action, guys. Here we go. There we go. We got a little bit of high beam for you. So he said he had a company come out and clean the ductwork. That looks pretty good. I won't lie. For ductwork, as far as ductwork goes, that's pretty good. Something else I'm really excited about, like I was telling you earlier, is the state of this piece of plywood right here. That's excellent. We're not going to have to put a new piece of plywood on here. You can see that it's already got nice stabilization, so I don't have to worry about putting any cross members or any more bracing. Everything's going to go right onto it. Measure it out, make sure it's all good. Get the height right, make sure the height is on up there and right. Everything right here I've already measured should be good to go. I guess now we're going to clean up and hurry up and wait. Alright, we're going to be doing the disconnect box, and I really want to put it on this side. I think we'll be able to come down right in at the top of this unit. I don't think we have to come over here. There's just more room over here, so we're going to come onto this side. We've got a lot of wire, so we're going to just pop in through here and come out through here. Going to mount it right there. I do try to be as professional as possible and follow code. And whenever we have a wire like this, there's nothing to screw to, you can buy these little add-ons right here, tighten it down and screw it right to our box. You're home. Be safe, Lyssa. Be safe.
I always try to be safe, Michael.
Well, we didn't skip any steps. That looks good. I already have the whip that's going to be coming out of here too. I know it's going to be a 3/4 inch, so I can go ahead and knock out the other side of this. Don't do me like that. Oh no, don't be like that. It's being a real pain in the butt. Alright, well, we're gonna take all that out because I got something for it. That's what I'm thinking. There we go. Good and secure. Secure. That's him right there. Make sure it's a little tighter. Alright, we're just tightening the nut down. That's him. That's everything. High wire or high voltage wires installed. There's nothing else I can really do until I get the equipment in place. I do have another electrical wire, the electrical whip for the inside, but it's going to be in the way. That's going to be one of the last things I do is hook that wire up. There's not much more I can do until the equipment get here, Peter. So I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning up a little bit. We'll be back. Oh, this is him. This is him. Here we go, guys. This is him. He's here. Equipment's here. Super excited about this. The equipment I ordered is the name brand is Run True. It is kind of a knockoff brand, however it's made by Train. It's just a lower market Train. It's basically still Train parts. It's made right here in the USA. It's readily available for if you need parts or something like that. I really think it's going to do good. It's got good reviews. I have a buddy who has his own HVAC company. He sells a lot of them. Sketchy right here. It looks like it's gonna fall off the front. I'm gonna split it open and just inspect for damage real quick.
Peter, you excited? Yeah.
This is really nice. Something cool that I didn't know. They actually sent a Train air handler with the Run True condenser. Train makes both. Yeah. Hey, Merry Christmas, brother. We appreciate it.
Merry Christmas.
All right, good thing for us is this is almost completely nothing but coil, so it's not real heavy, but it's gonna be a real slow going up this hill. Let me get this jacket off. This is gonna be fun.
You got this, or do you need my help?
No. I'll be able to do it, but I would like you to hold that camera so that all of those awesome subscribers, that's right, so you guys can watch me pull it up the hill. Once again, if you didn't know why I unboxed it, is because I wanted to make sure that nothing was visibly damaged. I need the Rocky theme song. I am the tiger.
You got this. You're almost there.
Oh, my thighs are burning. Ugh.
Woohoo, you made it.
I don't think the condenser is going to be that bad, actually. It looks a lot heavier, but it's mainly coil. Coil's made out of aluminum. It shouldn't be that bad. You know what else I like? We've already got the right size breaker in place, so we don't have to change breakers or anything. 30 amp breaker, everything is good. I made sure that we had a good size outdoor condenser coil for a high SEER rating. This is nice. Get it on the dolly. Oh, I meant to say full.
Woohoo! You're almost there.
We're gonna take a break for a second, because we're going that way. What do? Set up an obstacle course over here? Try not to.
Almost there. Almost there.
Woo!
Yay.
Woo! All right. I am gonna leave this sitting right here because I want to re-level this pad and everything. I am so out of shape. Anyway, let's go get the air handler. All right, much lighter.
Ooh, there it is.
Power gonna come down. It's gonna sit in there like that. Power will come down.